Welcome back to Bellbank Park, powered by Legacy Sports, and a big matchup between the Bobcats of UC Merced and your Park University Gilbert Buccaneers. Zach Swanson on the call for this game here today. We take a look at the lineup first for the UC Merced Bobcats. In goal, number 00, Jaden Gong, Lily Boucher, Bella Sviba, Genevieve Ordonez, Bailey Zamudio, Trinidad Quidez, Kaylee Silva, Trinity Dunbar, Jocelyn Garcia, Katie Flores, and Kaylee Carligio make up the 11 for the Bobcats. For the Buccaneers, operating in a 4-3-3. It'll be Catherine Colette starting once again in goal. Eliana Navarez and Ifoma Onyemalukwe outside on defense. Caitlin Harris moves back and is in the center back spot beside the captain, Ali Washatka. In the midfield, Alicia Yapina, Abby Heaton, and Carmen Keywert. Up front, a couple changes for the Buccaneers. Hallie Benson on the left, Galen Epley on the right. Madeline Gomes starts up front for the Buccaneers. And a much changed lineup for a Buccaneers team that's coming off of a less than ideal trip to Northern California. They got something out of it though, a 1-0 loss at Pacific Union College in a red card ridden game in which the Buccaneers were unable to capitalize on over half an hour of play with a 2-man advantage following a pair of Pacific Union red cards. Then, just a couple days later, fell to a 0-0 draw with Simpson University. A much better performance for the Buccaneers as opposed to last year against Simpson, a 4-0 deficit that they fell to in that game against Simpson. It ended in a 4-0 loss. As off to the races, Trinidad Quirez lays it off to Kaylee Carliglio, and it's cleared away by the Bucks. Once again, as mentioned, the Buccaneers fell 4-0 to Simpson University last year, a 0-0 draw, a much better result. In their last one, they'll look to capitalize and take advantage, but this is not a Bobcats team that is going to just roll over. 3-3-2 so far this year, 2-2 in conference are the Bobcats of UC Merced in comparison to the Buccaneers. 2-5-2, 1 win, 2 losses, and a draw in conference for the Bucks so far. Corner coming here for the Bobcats. Cross taken, headed on by Silva. And Silva's header goes over the bar and out for a goal kick for Corlettes. As mentioned, Buccaneers going with a similar formation, just some different numbers in different spots today. Hallie Benson gets the start. Her with the ball battling against Bailey Zamudio. Back to Navarez up top. And the biggest change, Madeline Gomes playing in the striker position for the first time this season. Flanked up top by Benson. And a common member of the lineup, Caitlin Epley. The midfield features the Buccaneers' conference leading scorer, Carmen Keywert, who has 2 goals in 4 games in conference so far this year. In addition, she has 2 assists, 7 shots, so she's been a force to be reckoned with. Definitely, though she's not in the front, someone to be watched offensively for the Buccaneers. Ball goes out of play. Navarez to take the throw for the Bucks. For UC Merced so far this season, a pair of goal scorers better than the Bucks. Top goal scorer Keywert, Trinidad Quidez, and Vanessa Regoza. Combined for 7 goals in 4 games for the Bobcats at 2-2 in conference so far this year. Quidez with 4 goals, as well as an assist tally on 23 shots so far, 13 of which on goal. Shot coming in from Quidez, and it's deflected off the head of Washaka and finds the sturdy gloves of Catherine Corlett. Corlett has been solid for the Buccaneers this year. In conference, just 3 goals allowed, 19 saves in 4 games, all 4 she has played the entirety of. A backbone of this Buccaneers lineup, most certainly. And for the Kaylee Harmon coached Buccaneers, looking to build on their conference record today. Benson heads one on, tries to find Gomes, couldn't find her, taken away by the Bobcats. And up go the Bobcats. Zamudio playing up, intended for Kaylee Cariglio. And couldn't find Cariglio on the pass. Navarez finds Gomes, who finds Benson streaking up the right side. That has to be cleared away by Bailey Zamudio. Zamudio clears with the left, but the Buccaneers moving towards the offensive third. That a poor touch from Benson that goes out of play. Gomes finds the ball at her feet, one-on-one, past Lily Boucher. Passes to Keyword, the Buccaneers' leading scorer. Keyword dribbles right into the path of Genevieve Ordonez and loses, but Alicia Yapina with the ball now, working up the right side. She's going to look for the cross in the box, can't get it all the way through, and it'll be snatched up on the weak cross from Yapina by Jaden Gong. Jaden Gong in conference for the Bobcats. Started all 4 games that they've played so far. 7 goals against, however, with 11 saves. So 2 entirely different goalkeeping performances from the 2 keepers so far in conference this year. In fact, Jaden Gong prompting a substitution at one point. Veronica Vasquez also played between the sticks at times in conference this year. The other notable change for the Buccaneers, Caitlin Harris playing as a center back. Battle here between Onyemalukwe and Garcia. The shot from Garcia, left foot outside the box. And a beautiful left-footed touch with the outside foot past the outstretched arm into the upper third over Corlett. And the Buccaneers, just 7 minutes in, have fallen victim early. It's a 1-0 lead for Merced. So Harris, who's starting in the back, and now another turnover from Caitlin Harris. Harris had a rough time trying to fill the ball through, intended for Washatka on that pass, and was unable to dispossess Jocelyn Garcia as Garcia stepped through with enough room and fired home. What is her second goal in conference so far this season. Bobcats in their last game falling victim to the Buccaneers rivals, Benedictine Mesa, by a score of 3-1. That game coming on September 25th, last Sunday. So exactly a week since the Bobcats last played for the Buccaneers, a week and a day after their 0-0 draw with Simpson. Bobcats looking to work up the pitch. Played through by Spiva. Taken away by Onyemalukwe. Onyemalukwe, an X Factor, found herself all over the pitch. And this time dispossessed by Cariglio. Buccaneers having a tough time working up the pitch here. Taken away by Keyword. Keyword plays through, intended for Gomes. Poor pass. And that one's cleared by Zamudio. Whistle blown and a foul called. On Kaylee Cariglio. Working a little too hard to try and take it away from Harris, who's just found herself in tough spots. That one touched through by Gomes. Just outside the 18, trying to find Ellie Benson working through. May have been a step offside, but the pass doesn't find her anyways. And Jaden Gong takes it over. Playing through quickly, Genevieve Ordonez finding Garcia. Again, Garcia, and a great stop by Corlett. Corlett clears, but it's out for a corner. That was the voice of Coach Kaylee Harmon, unhappy with the performance defensively from the Buccaneers so far. As another header on from the 5'7" senior Kylie Silva of the Bobcats, but nothing doing, as that one's smothered up by Corlett. Ball touched on by Trinity Dunbar, and then cleared by Lily Boucher. Eliana Navarez slows it down, plays it back to Corlett with a little bit of time. Corlett plays up, intended for Gomes. Header won by Boucher. Harris. Through attempted for Epley. Again, mentioning that loss that the Bobcats had in their last game against Ben Mesa. Though losing that one 3-1, the Bobcats lost it late. Tied 1-1 into the 70th minute. Foul called on Kylie Silva. On Kaylin Epley, who goes to ground and then shakes it off and returns up. It'll be a set piece to be taken by Harris. But the Bobcats did win the shot battle, as well as forcing opportunities with the corner kick. 17-5 were the shots. And beat the Redhawks in corner kicks 7-1. So signs pointed to a Bobcat victory, and maybe not the result that would have been likely. That one touched through. Benson unable to head it in. It was touched on the great set piece from Kaylin Harris. But the Bucks unable to take their first big chance in the box and cash in. The Bobcats retain their lead. Bella Spiva working forward, trying to play through, intended for Dunbar, couldn't find her. Now Buccaneers clear, but Bobcats take it right back. Buccaneers, after a rough first 10 minutes, find themselves working stronger in the last few. Although that ball played through by Katie Flores, finding Jocelyn Garcia. Garcia one-on-one with Onyemalukwe. Garcia gets through Onyemalukwe, plays it through, intended, finds Dunbar, and cleared away by Rashatka. As she sacrificed the body and stayed right in front. Bucks finally get it over to the other side. Gomes pressing. Cleared away by Boucher. And that one almost finding the foot of Genevieve Ordonez. Just a hair away from being able to make what would have been a potential goal opportunity touch. Buccaneers struggling defensively to play the ball up. Guirez working on Washatka. Now working on Navarez. Plays it cross through. Not cleared by anybody as it goes all the way through the box. And the touch by Dunbar. Moves it back. Dunbar now with it again. Buck stuck with 4 in the box. Shot long. Ambitious from Bella Spiva, but not finding anything. And it's stopped by Corlett. Another strong drop kick by Corlett. Headed on poorly by Zamudio. Gomes now with it. Touch at the outside. Played through Benson. Benson tries to cross through. It's out off of the foot of Bailey Zamudio, and it'll be out for a corner. Eliana Navarez set to take the corner. Buccaneers stacking the box. Zamudio on the front post for the Bobcats. Buck stacked, Bobcats stacked. Free kick taken by Navarez. In through, headed on and away. Nice head away by Kylie Silva, and off to the races goes Kaylee Cariglio. She plays it through, finds Genevieve Ordonez. Caitlin Harris, the last woman on defense. Eliana Navarez gets all the way back into her spot. Harris able to back up, cross play through, cleared away. Somewhat by Washaka. Yapina takes it and runs straight into Bella Spiva, losing the ball. Another ball played through, intended to the middle. Bobcats playing out to in well with the crosses. Although this time Spiva cuts in. Cleared again by Washaka. Back to Spiva. Spiva, long shot. Right foot curling. Just over the crossbar and the left post. And out for a goal kick. But the Buccaneers defensively struggling to compete and clear. Opportunities have been aplenty for both teams. But the possession battle clearly dominated by the Bobcats so far. Good ball played through by Benson, lost by Keywert. Taken away by Flores. Flores plays a long cross through. Tried to be headed on and away by Onyemalukwe, but now time for Caitlin Harris, who leaves it for Colette. And she picks that one up. Cross is strong from Flores, Cariglio, and Spiva have produced chances for the Bobcats. Ball played on by Yapina. Finding Keywert is Heaton. Taken away by Spiva. Touched by Epley. Keywert turns it over. Garcia plays through, intended for Cariglio. Cleared away. Buccaneers, as mentioned in their last one, a draw against Simpson. In her last 3 games, Catherine Corlett allowing just 1 goal. All 3 of those conference games as well. Prior to that, a 2-0 loss to St. Catherine's. But Corlett has kept it close and he hasn't allowed more than the 2 against St. Catherine in her last 5 games. She's been solid, unlike her almost to allow such an early lead that the Bobcats have taken. Edging closer to the 20th minute of play here so far. Ball touched on by Jaden Gong as she sets up for a goal kick. Goal kick tried to be touched on by Navarez. Navarez having a tough time competing as Kaylin Harris has to once again play out wide defensively. Ball played through by Quidez. Finding the foot of Genevieve Ordonez. Great save by Catherine Corlett. Diving to her left. Cool, calm, and collected. But out it goes for another Bobcats corner. No, it won't be. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. The Bobcats just continuously attacking this Buccaneers defense. 8 total shots in just the first 20 minutes for UC Merced, 6 of which on goal. And Corlett, if she hasn't had her prime performance of the season so far, it's coming in this one already, as she's scratching and clawing to keep this Buccaneers team afloat. Ball cleared away on the corner by Harris. And onside is Garcia with time, plays through, touched by Corlett. Corlett's got to be up again. Quidez, Dunbar, Spiva, and a poor pass from Bella. Spiva turned over and cleared. Another fantastic touch of the gloves from Corlett, as the Bucks dispossessed once again on an offensive chance. Ball played through. No effort from Navarez, and offside is Trinidad Quidez, as she was just a couple steps away from putting it home, about a half step offside. And it'll be taken by Corlett. 3 corners as well for the Bobcats so far. The Buccaneers just can't hold on to possession. Keyword fouled, but a play on call by the ref. That foul will now be called on Katie Flores. And it'll be a set piece from not far. About halfway between the halfway line and the 18. Buccaneers are stacking though. Washaka set to take the free kick. Harris back, well set by the head referee. Dunbar and Garcia on the wall. Washaka's free kick. Played through, just about headed on. Could have touched the head of Madeline Gomes, but it goes on and through to Jaden Gong, who after a bit of a wobble corrals it up and makes the save. Ball played through by Gong, not finding Zamudio. Battle on the sideline. And a quick stoppage for a water break in the 100-degree sun here in beautiful Arizona. We'll take a break too. Bobcats leading the Buccaneers by a score of 1-0 here through the first 22 minutes.